He had connection to powerful, like wealthy people. Now, whether or not that was
former Prime Minister of Israel.
Don't we have super chats?
Including the former Prime Minister
Was
of
his
Israel.
best friend was at his house all the time.
I swear.
Who's hanging out with the Prime Minister? Who's hanging out with the Prime Minister of the country? So you're not just Joe Blow.
take it down.
No, I just get so mad because you guys are just so, it's just so thick. It's like
Just because we don't agree with you, chill out.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't work for Mossad.
Oh, come on.
You think anybody who works for Mossad is going to wear a shirt that says "I work for Mossad"?
Do you know who Ghislaine
You really
Maxwell
think the
is?
Mossad is that thick?
Because you're so smart. Do you know who Ghislaine Maxwell is? Do you know who Ghislaine Maxwell's father is?
What?
Robert Maxwell. You know when Robert Maxwell died, you know what kind of funeral they gave him? They gave him the
Tell me
same
more
sort
from the
of funeral
Groypers. Tell
that
me
you
more
would
from
give it-
Candace Owens, please.
It's not from Candace Owens.
Tell me more.
See, this is why this abroad is so stupid, because this is just open. This is just open information. No, it's not. It's not from Candace. No, it's not from Candace, because when Robert Maxwell died, he was never in the Israeli military, but he got the
go back
same.
to when you were talking about the map?
Shut up. Let me finish talking. Of course, she's going to use her Jewish magic to try to cancel me. Listen, no. Let me finish what I'm saying. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, Robert Maxwell, when he died, and he fell off a boat in a very weird way. So when he died, he got an official Israeli IDF heroes funeral. The funeral that only a certain person that even lost their life in the line of battle.
Esmeralda Farmer Galbraith, was she involved at all with the government?
No, listen, do not try to derail me from this. I'm trying to talk about serious stuff.
Because nobody
She says no, because I have idiots like you that say, oh, there's no connection to Jeffrey Epstein and Mossad.
Look at how emotional you are, Alex.
Shut your mouth for 2 seconds. You just shut up. This is the thing. Yeah, because I get mad because she's lying. Let me tell you something. Jeffrey Epstein.
But you lie all the time, and I don't get
Ghislaine
mad.
Maxwell. Listen, this is not a lie. Jeffrey
Because
Epstein
I have the courage in my
Let me
convictions,
finish my point.
so I can be calm.
Ghislaine Maxwell, her father worked for Israel. She is now currently in prison for sex trafficking children. Her connection to her father is directly connected to Mossad. Now, people like you are going to lie and say that there's no connection.
You know what that means?
But when you look at Jeffrey Epstein, and you can look this up, when they did a search of his house, they found that he didn't just have an American passport, he also had an Israeli passport. So if you really do not think that he was not connected with our intelligence agencies and the intelligence agencies of the woman that he was working with to sexually traffic kids, whose father has so much evidence that he was part of Israelis' Mossad agency, you're the liar. You're the one that's not connecting the dots when it's so obvious. So I get frustrated when you just sit there and lie and say there's no connection to Mossad.
The fact that you're so sure. I said he didn't work for Mossad.
You don't know that. You have no idea.
You don't know that he does.
Well, there's a lot of dots that are connected, and I know that there's classified levels of information.
Yes, but there's also but he's also been connected to other intelligence agencies, not just
CIA.
Mossad. And also, he was he was part of the political class. He was the elites, and there's a whole political class in Israel, just like a deep state, just like in America. And those people were all hobnobbing around. And the only person that he had a connection to in Israel was Ehud Barak.
That's his only connection. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad is Robert Maxwell. How stupid are you?
I'm
do you not realize who Robert Maxwell is?
Epstein.
And do you not know Jeffrey Epstein's connected to Ghislaine Maxwell? Are you too stupid to put that together?
Okay.
No, I just don't know how stupid you are, because you don't think that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein work together?
This is what I think. I think you should have Park McDougald on from Tablet Magazine, and I think you
sounds
should
like a retard. I don't need Tablet Magazine to realize that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein work together. You don't want to admit that because it connects all the dots and it makes Israel look bad. And then you look at people like Tom Alexandrovich, a pedophile.
No. How can I help?
No, you can't mediate because I'm sick of liars. I'm just sick of liars. Like, you're the type of person when Tom Alexandrovich. No, real quick, Jamie.
Hey, guys, let's.
I just get pissed.
Just bring it down. Just bring it down. Bring it down.
That Jeffrey Epstein didn't work for Mossad. I'm lying.
Yeah, because you're not connecting the dots. You're trying to. It's like Tom Alexandrovich. Why did Benjamin Netanyahu lie? Tom
Alexandrovich. The fact that you're so sure about this and it makes you so angry.
Yeah, because I don't want powerful people molesting kids on airplanes.
Character.
Yeah,
says so much more about your character than anything related.
I'm not a shill. I'm willing to call balls and strikes.
Bring the temperature down here a little bit.
No, I want to raise the temperature up because we're not pussies.
No,
because
it's 9:30 and it's a Friday, man. I do give a damn.
I'm passionate about this, and I don't want these people out here protecting Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's a big deal.
She's not protecting Jeffrey Epstein.
He didn't have any connection with Mossad. If he didn't have a connection with an intelligence agency,
he didn't work for Mossad.
Obviously, okay. Do you think Phil?
I think he probably had a lot of connections with, but in terms of who he was close to, the only person he was close to was
or the CIA.
If I understand correctly, he did not have a connection to Mossad or CIA. He had connection to powerful, wealthy people. Now, whether or not that was
former Prime Minister of Israel.
Don't we have super chats?
Including the former Prime Minister.
His best friend was at his house all the time.
I swear.
So who's hanging out with the Prime Minister? Who's hanging out with the Prime Minister of the country? So you're not just Joe Blow.
Take it down.
No, I just get so mad because you guys are it's just so thick. It's like
just because we don't agree with you, chill out.
It's not that you don't have to agree with me. It's that she's saying that he's hanging out with the Prime Minister, and you're looking at me like I'm crazy because I think that he might work for the government if he's hanging out with the Prime Minister. You're the one gaslighting me. I'm not the crazy.
I'm not gaslighting anyone.
I can't see the forest for the big tree in front of your face.
No, again, this is not gaslighting. This is straight up saying, okay, we don't see things the same way you do. Generally, disagreement around this table is something that we take in stride. This is a very normal thing for people to disagree. Okay, we do not need to go ahead and start screaming at each other like this.
It gets certain people emotional.
I just get emotional because you can't defend it. Can you defend how Benjamin Netanyahu just lied and said when Tom Alexandrovich just got arrested for doing a pedophile sting in Las Vegas that he wasn't actually arrested? Do you think that's cool that he lied about that, protecting another pedophile?
I think the fact that you tie pedophiles to Israel and not a country.
I didn't do that. The pedophile that works for the cybersecurity division, he's the one that did it. I'm not the one that diddled the kid. He diddled the kid. He happens to work directly for Benjamin Netanyahu. And do you think that's cool that Benjamin Netanyahu lied and said he wasn't arrested?
I think if Netanyahu lied about some pedophile, then I think that he should be accountable for that lie. But without looking into some sort of accusation that you're leveling at Bibi Netanyahu, who I'm not even a fan of. I can't stand Bibi Netanyahu.
Why are you not a fan of him?
And yet, not for the reasons you aren't.
You don't even know the reasons I don't like him. I don't like him because he bombs hospitals with people rescue workers who are trying to give aid.
Yeah, you
don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, when it comes to Netanyahu, I know the way that the media frames Netanyahu because I've been privy to the way that they framed Trump. And Netanyahu is the same type of figure internationally like Trump was. And so I find myself having to defend this guy that I don't even like because I know that certain things that people are saying about him is not true. But when it comes to the recent thing that just happened with the pedophile, I haven't actually cared enough to look into that, Alex.
Well, so
I don't have an answer for you. And if you're telling me that
you don't care about
and if you're telling me that he lied about that,
kids.
No, because I'm busy and I just happen to not have checked the news that day. But if it happens that you're right about that, then
look it up.
But because you get so emotional about that topic, I wouldn't trust you. With other stuff, I would. But because this seems to be the thing,
you're defending Jeffrey Epstein, saying that he doesn't have any connection.
I don't think anybody thinks that I'm defending Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, the idea that there is no room for disagreement, that is something that we don't do.
No, we can disagree. We can disagree 100%. I'm just saying I'm allowed to get a little emotional about it because I feel like I'm getting gaslit.
It's fair if you.
We have registered your emotion. I hear you. I'm so sorry you're feeling so emotional about this.
Hey, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
I know.
What do you want to say, Jamie? Where do you think Israel fits in all this?
Oh, I don't. That's not my cup of tea.
So you can't have an opinion on it?
I just wonder, why you're not so emotional about Sudan or Yemen or something. Why
the fuck do I give a shit about Sudan and Yemen? I don't see them bombing hospitals on.
No, what are you talking about? There's literally there's 87,000 children that are being starved right now.
I guess the Palestine, they just are doing such a good marketing campaign that I just can't even pay attention to Sudan because my Telegram feed.
That's the truest thing that you've said this entire time about Israel. Yeah, I think that's what it is because there's just not consistency there.
Well, when you look at our politicians, and 88% of the politicians that are currently in office are all being funded by AIPAC, I think that you could see that it's a little bigger of a threat, AIPAC, than...
It's funny that you talk about AIPAC, but you don't talk about the ones being funded by the Qatar Foundation, and you don't talk about the ones being funded... And you don't talk about the ones being funded by NIAC.
I think you would retarded if you would think that the Qatar has more influence than Israel. I think that you would be slow in the brain.
I don't think you... okay. I think that actually...
So how many Jewish
actually, if you look at the all you have to do is research it, and all you have to do is go one block.
They funded some colleges, so now that they own.
No, you can't go a block in D.C. That's not tainted with Qatari money. Qatari bought the congressional baseball game.
Okay, they donated to a baseball game, but
they didn't donate. They literally have been playing the long game. Qatar is the richest country in the world.
Who has more influence on American politics, Israel or Qatar?
At this point in time. 100% Qatar.
You are
before Obama,
so
Israel.
Stupid. You are literally stupid.
If
you think
you
Qatar,
just don't. It's so sad because you're giving
Libby, you think Qatar has more
you just
influence
have no
in American
idea.
politics
You just have
than
no
Israel?
idea.
Libby, don't jump in for a minute. Let me say something.
You probably have never even heard of the Qatar Foundation.
I don't think you're making a very good argument. You're
you just don't know, Alex.
All you're turning around
because people are so obsessed with AIPAC that's all you hear. Do you even know about NORPAC?
Listen, when you look at the influence that AIPAC has,
let's talk about it.
You can try to
try
to distract me from that influence.
Let's talk about AIPAC. Let's look at. They don't even meet. They don't even meet the top 50
in Israel. So
in terms of spending, yes, they spend more money than AIPAC. Yes.
Who's more powerful, Israel or Qatar?
In politics?
Yes.
Right now, Qatar.
Oh my! You think Qatar is more powerful?
Yes, and anybody who really studies this would know that. The only reason that you don't is because you haven't looked into it because everybody talks about AIPAC.
Let's go to super chats.
You're going to have to agree to disagree.
Super chats. People send messages in.
I'm happy to hear from the viewers.
Well, that's fair, but normally at 9:40 on the last 20 minutes we do super chats. So let's go to super chats.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.